Where was it? Well, what question I was asking? I even forgot my question. Gosh. Okay. Okay. Okay, I know.
All right, good to go. Ready?
Okay. Now, I see you very comfortable and beautiful, because some people are not comfortable to discuss these issues. And now I'm coming a little bit harder questions, and I hope that you will not.
Let me give it a shot.
Yeah. Now, it's not hard question. You don't, when we discuss some religious ideas, the concept of God and stuff, I see some atheists make this argument. They say, I see these religious people doing this, therefore there is no God. And there's a problem with that argument. Like, I see some atheists, dirty atheists.
Right.
Atheists make stupid argument for atheism. I have seen some atheists in Turkey. They were saying, well, life comes into existence very easily. You see, you don't have any insects on your head, but suddenly from dirt, lice come about without evolution and stuff. This was like spontaneous life come about.
Lice from
lice,
nothing?
Lice from dirt.
Okay.
And it takes
Not
about a few days. And therefore this was, and now using it to criticize atheism, obviously is a straw man argument.
Okay, correct.
And I have seen atheists also doing a lot of punching straw man. It's easy to punch Christians, all flavors, and it is easy punch to punch Muslims with capital M, Sunnis, Shiites, and all kind of versions. But rational monotheism, I want to come to that and a little bit discuss about that.
Okay.
The idea of God. Let's first separate God from religions. I agree with you that today's religions, and when you look at them with contradictions in them, with problems in them, cannot belong to the God, the creator of this universe, if there is God. Let's put if, don't worry. And therefore, I'm in agreement. Let's disassociate, and later I will come to the Quran, about mathematical system of the Quran, and I know that you don't have any information about that. That's okay. First impression, like Socrates, I will be questioning you, I will get responses, I will let you lead to some conclusion or hold your judgment, and you will say, okay, this is very interesting, I don't have information about this. Edip, guess what? Let's discuss this issue after I study a little bit, and we have another discussion on this. I would expect that.
Okay.
If you find it meritorious.
Yeah, I can't promise to leave this interview promising to study Islam. Okay. I can't promise that.
I'm not talking about studying Islam. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Okay. You have already.
He has a purpose.
Depicting Muhammad and Islam as a terrorist.
He has a purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you like me to talk about it?
We will talk about that later. I don't want to forget this one. This is beautiful because it tells how things are distorted.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Now, let's go here. Big Bang. You think Big Bang? What is your Big Bang? Just in less than a minute. Big Bang. Can I tell you whether you agree with that? There was nothing. Correct.
Okay.
13.7 billion years ago.
Okay.
You agree with
that?
So
if you're talking about what created matter, okay, where matter came from, I'm not going to tell you that I know. Okay. I'm going to tell you what I've read. I've read
Hawkins?
Stephen Hawkins.
Okay.
And I've seen lectures by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Gould, maybe?
Stephen J. Gould, yes. They know much more than I do.
Okay.
And Stephen Hawking says that, yes, it's... I mean, have you read the book, The Grand Design? It's this little thin book. And you read it, and as you read it, your head starts to hurt. Okay? And he talks about how matter can easily come into existence out of nothing. And then as you're reading, he gets to a point where he says, oh, so as you see, something comes from nothing, easily. And then I have to go back and say, whoa, wait a minute, and read that again and again and again. I can't tell you that I understand how matter came into existence. I can tell you that it certainly answers the questions to a point. The alternatives are that God or a God did it. and then that doesn't really answer the question.
Okay, here it is. I am a philosopher, I said, and I know there is God. I'm not using the word belief because,
Now you're being dogmatic. You don't know there is God.
I will share with you why I know, and I will share my evidences. And Descartes said, I think, therefore I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, I think twice, therefore I don't believe. Okay?
Go for it.
Okay, go for it. Now, Big Bang, the beginning,
Don't
according
draw on
to
my
the,
couch.
I will not. I love it. He cares about it.
Don't draw on my couch.
I will pay for it. I
Draw
will pay.
this.
I was not. Okay, I was not going to write. I love it. Now, now the universe, one point, singularity they call it, infinitely dense, infinitely small.
Right.
Infinitely dense, infinitely, think about it.
Yeah.
And the whole galaxies, billions of galaxies with billions of stars,
Mm-hmm.
with dark matter and all this incredible amount of mass, which scientists calculate the number of atoms in the universe 10 to the power of 80,
Right.
which is a huge number. And all these in invisible, infinitely small mass, and suddenly, boom,
Right.
explosion.
Right.
Kilowatt. This is the fairest of all tales. Fairy tale. But this is science. We have a lot of evidence for Big Bang, from cosmic background, from shift to the red, and many others.
Oh, and math. I mean, the reason they get from infinitely small and infinitely dense,
Yeah, it is
those are all
theoretical
mathematical functions.
Yeah, because basically, going back, we get an idea about how long ago it started. Therefore, now the size of the universe, we have some idea about it. Therefore, with this expansion rate, and there was some early inflation, and how it would be, basically, the whole mass will be collapsing on itself to singularity.
Right.
Now, the question is how it started. This is not experienced by us. We don't experience matter come out of nothingness or energy coming out of nothingness. Therefore, the claim that, scientific claim that in the beginning came out of nothingness is not testable. It's not even experimented. We have no experience of that. There is one point somehow matter acted differently than today's matter. That's interesting because today's atoms, they don't just poof in and out of nothingness and correct?
No, that's incorrect.
Oh, that's correct. They go out of nothingness and come into the existence.
Yeah, Stephen
Okay.
Hawking says that matter is actually coming into existence at the particle level every day, everywhere, that matter blinks in and out of existence all the time.
Beautiful. And this is, I think, much stronger argument for existence of God. Because the idea that nothingness means zero, there is nothing. Coming out of that something, not only something with qualities, with precise also structure. Here you have the atom. Atom is an incredible structure, much more complex, much more precise than the structure of the skyscraper in New York.
Yes.
And you say this came out of nothingness. Okay. You believe in nothingness as the generator of things, an intelligent being like you. Nothingness and randomness created intelligent you. I say, this box, we don't see it. We are in this room. Suddenly we see in this room, boom, something appears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But in this room, when we do certain things, we see there's cause and effect relationship. But in this room, something appears. Then we say, it's really different than all the experiences we had. Then maybe someone is putting maybe a hand, invisible hand there, or maybe someone is throwing, but there must be a cause for that.
But
You
where
can
did that
ask,
cause
what is
come
the
from?
cause of God?
Yeah.
The question, exactly. Say back the question. You hurl the problem to another thing. I don't call it God. I know you have allergy towards God because the name of God is so abused by idiots, by fake charlatans. Let's call it X, or the non-matter, but the creator. There is something not matter, because matter is contingent. The matter we see is not acting that way, like in singularity. Therefore, there must be, and there is a beginning of the universe. If there is a beginning, why not go out of the box? How do you know out of the box there is no other thing, call it thing or X, that caused that one? That one may be not like matter, like atom. Why you say,
Okay.
what I see
Let me-
difference between, just let me
Go ahead.
Finish one statement.
Go ahead, and then
I
I'll
see
explain it to
difference between me and you. I attribute the creation of the universe and the laws in the universe. That's important. You ignore all the atheists ignore, including Dawkins. The laws in the matter, that it was the beginning, it was with the creation of the matter, or with the appearance, emergence of matter, the laws. And the laws that created all living beings. It was early, in the beginning of the Big Bang, it was determined. Now, I say this is out of this box. There is something, I don't know about it, I call it X, but whatever in the box does not have this quality to be eternal or creating itself. But there must be something out of the box. What you are saying, you are attributing whatever I attribute to God, with the exception of intelligence. You say all the atoms are basically creator of themselves, all the laws they design, and I am an intelligent being, the cause of that. Therefore, all the attributes of God, with the exception of intelligence, you ascribe to what? Atoms. Therefore, you are polytheist.
What?
Polytheist. Polytheist. You believe in many gods.
Okay.
Because matter, whatever I attribute to X, you attribute to atoms. Therefore, in that sense, the difference is, I say these atoms and stuff are not creating themselves. In fact, atoms did not exist before 4 minutes of the creation or starting Big Bang. There were particles, subatomic particles and stuff. Therefore, these are contingent, changing and things. And therefore, you don't know even what is the substance of the atom. Going deep, now we hit the quarks. Initially, we saw atom. And then we went down, we found that in the center there is protons, neutrons, and then quarks, up quarks, down quarks, happy ones, unhappy ones, you know, funny names. 1,800 maybe particles. And there are many theories right now. Our knowledge is so deep, but still we don't know what is in the body.
Just at the beginning.